First pitch is moments away here in Milwaukee. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Just a few miles off the shores of Lake Michigan, we're at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the East-leading New York Mets and the Milwaukee Brewers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. Alongside me are Major League veterans Steve Lyons and Eric Karros. And Steve, let's talk about the two starters that take the baseball here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting New York Mets as Terry Collins sets his guys up like this. Mike Fiers will get the ball to face them. Here's a guy that's got enough stuff to get by, but a key is going to be how well he mixes his pitches, and more importantly, his pitch speeds. Once guys lock on, things can get ugly out there. And there you see a look at the defensive alignment behind him for the Brewers. Daniel Murphy makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Underway in the second of 4 here this weekend as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
And it's been a good start to the homestand for them. They've taken 3 of the first 4, so they've had it going here. No question about that.
Now the 2-0 home. Outside, 3-0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
Taking all the way, it's 3-1 now.
Yeah, just to get me over fastball, anything to avoid a 4-pitch walk to start the game.
Water. Get your water here.
Now the 3-1 pitch. And that misses ball 4, so not the start he was looking for tonight as he walks the leadoff hitter on 5 pitches.
Batting second here tonight, center fielder,
Gary Cox will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night. Here's the first offering. And a ball 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Ready now on 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a circle change. It hits the target 1-2. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are, so the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A runner at first with no outs here. Two pitch on the way. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. The 2-2 one more time. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy check.
Got him. Michael Lee will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play. First pitch coming. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track and the runner will have to retrieve.
One of the great things about the play he made right there is it's really difficult to run after a ball that long and not have the ball bounce up and down in the air while you're running. You got to run on your toes. That's what he did. That keeps the ball smooth and makes it easier to catch.
Number 3 steps in now. Now here's the first pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
He waits. Now the pitch. On the move is Murphy. Pitches a cold strike to throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, he had to wait a couple of batters before getting his chance to run. But he made it pay off here as he's into scoring position now with 2 away here in the first.
Pause. Now the pitch. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. Now it's the Brew Crew's turn in a scoreless ball game. Now we'll look at the starting lineup for Ron Renicke's Milwaukee Brewers, and it looks like this. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number's right there on the right side of your screen. Quickly a look now at the defensive alignment they'll face in this one. Scooter Gennett will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. EK, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
Now here it comes. And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Gene Segura will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. First pitch on the way. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike one. He's set. Now the pitch. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Nobody out. Runner on first. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ready with the 2-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here he comes on 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, that pitch is so low and such an easy take that you basically waste that opportunity you had on 2-2.
He's ready now, the pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Here's Carlos Gomez as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on him, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
From the stretch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. He's ready. Now the pitch. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Boy, and how they get out of this one with only 1 out on this play is a mystery. This probably should have been much more than that, but they can't wind up making the play.
Here's Chris Carter now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. You'd have to say, so far, so good here for the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting ahead. He's mixing his pitches. You'd like to put up a 0 to get that first inning out of the way, and he's close to making that happen.
Here comes the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
On the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And he's got to be up there thinking, come on already. Give me something to hit.
A runner on first with 2 away. Is on the way. And this is hit hard up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
That's got to be encouraging for these guys so far. They're facing one of the tougher guys around, and that's 2 hits now here in the first inning, and that ball was smoked.
Chris Davis will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. And here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike one.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Comes set, now the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Seems like he's missed his spots a few times here already.
Yeah, he hasn't been overly sharp, that's for sure. It hasn't caught up to him yet, but he's going to need to find that rhythm.
Davis waits on the 1-1. On the ground to third. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. We played an inning. No score. David Lee will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year.
Lee.
First pitch coming. Fastball in there for a called strike. And the pitch. Fouled straight back. Here it comes. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's another 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
Third strikeout for him now. Got him out front a little bit here. He winds up turning this pitch over nicely, and he gets him to swing right through it.
Number 30 will stand in now, and as you can see here, he enters play 4th in the National League in round trippers.
Come on, let's do it.
First pitch to him. Oh, he shoots this one on into center field for a base hit.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Stepping in now, Michael Kadire, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
From the belt, the pitch. And he reaches out to fight this one off as the count moves to 0-2 now. He waits, now the pitch. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side, but this will wind up foul, still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And that'll get over the wall, so forget about sending the runner. It'll be second and third now with only 1 away.
Well, maybe a little unlucky there. I thought the way he hit it, this might bring home their first run of the ball game, but you see this ball take a big bounce and hop right over the wall out there. So that'll force that runner from first to hold on at third base.
Brian McCann will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
It's got to be right here.
First offering on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
Comes set, now the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
1-1 on the way. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Here comes the 1-2. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. 2-2. Here's a bouncing ball now headed for the shortstop, Segura. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Just a simple ground ball right here, but that's going to do the trick. And that puts our first run on the board here on the RBI ground out.
Tom Glavine will get a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to pad onto his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 away. First pitch coming. Ball 1. The 1-0 home. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. 1-1 pitch on the way. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Ball 3. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
The 3-1 is on the way. And this is on the ground to third. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Mets 1 and the Brewers nothing. Gerardo Parra will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Now here's the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And now a pitch on the way. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Let's go, Brewers!
The 1-1. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Here comes a 1-2. 1-2 offering is hit in the air out to straightaway left. And Kadire will put this one away for the first out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Neftali Soto will get his first opportunity now. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 1-0 on the way. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Into the box now, Martin Maldonado. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The average right at the 200 mark on the year. 1 home run and 11 RBIs. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Brett, take a back here.
Here's the 1-2. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Gone in order of the Brewers. It remains 1-0. Daniel Murphy is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Leading off for the Mets, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Here's the first offering. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1.
Come on up.
The next pitch. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, they're being really careful with this guy. Remember, they walked him the first time around, and now they're behind 2-0 to him right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Too high, and it's 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
Now the 3-0 offering. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
Here he comes, 3-1. Now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to deep right field. And it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the third. And he will make it up to second as he advances on the throwing miscue. My goodness. So a good job there as he opens up the third inning with a 2-base hit. As we check out the top Mets in that department, you can currently see he's third best on the ball club. Gary Cox will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Now the first pitch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. Another extra base hit to add to the total. Now 19 on the year. (1-0) Up top, it's 2-0.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
2-0 count, the pitch. In there, 2-1. A runner at second, nobody out. Here it comes, 2-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. The 2-2 one more time. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Full count pitch on its way. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
It took him a while to find the one he liked, but on the 8th pitch, he finally comes through with an RBI single. That's a great job of both driving up the pitch count and driving in the run.
He's gonna go.
Standing in now, Michael Lee, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. On to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base.
The batter, number 3.
Oh, this will be a good look here in show motion. Even in super slow-mo, I think we all know what's running through his mind right here. He knows he's going to get leveled, and this is something right out of a gymnastics class. That one had to hurt.
In now, number 3. As he'll take a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And this will be fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The pitch. Too high. 1-2.
Bad call on 7th strike.
Now the 1-2. And this is high for a ball, so from 0-2 he's worked it back to 2-2 now. Here comes a 2-2. Swing and a liner, but foul. Ready with another 2-2. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Mets lead it 2-0. Mike Fiers makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Mike Fiers.
Here's the first offering. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Ball 2.
I got to think he's going to leave the bat on his shoulder again here, even 2-0. This approach hasn't been too sharp so far to lead off the inning.
Now the 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Two-1. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. The 2-2. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. Scooter Gennett waits on deck. Here's the full count offering. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And that is through into right. And not what you want to do on the mound as he allows the opposing pitcher to reach to lead off the inning.
Boy, how about that at-bat from your pitcher? You started thinking this is already a really good at-bat because he's seen so many pitches, but then he caps it off by finishing it with a base hit.
Scooter Gennett will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first. Now the first pitch. And that misses, ball one. Now the 1-0. Lined into left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
Still early in the ball game, but these guys don't want to let things get away from them. So back-to-back hits here have the tying runs on base with nobody out.
Gene Segura will stand in, and his guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
And down by 2, this is a good opportunity to try to put yourselves level.
Come on, Milwaukee. Stay out of the double play already.
First pitch coming. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. He's set, now the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Look into McCann, the 1-1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
1-2. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Kadire has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
Center fielder number 27, Carlos Gomez.
So 2 men are on with 1 man out. And standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. Now here's the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
As a look, now the pitch. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Here's the 1-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
A 2-1 offering. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
First baseman number 23,
Chris Carter will dig in here with the bases loaded now. And their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
They've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
Right here.
And here's the first pitch. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
All right, you're down 2 here. You've got the tying runs in scoring position with 1 out. This has to be a productive at-bat. Even if you don't reach base, you've got to get that guy in from third.
1-0 pitch now. Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Bases are loaded with only one out.
Let's go, Brewers! Come on!
The 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with one swing.
They're loaded!
Now the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now.
I think he saw stars in his eyes there. He was thinking grand slam on that one.
He's set. Now the pitch. Hit ground ball. While the throw pulls him off the bag. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game.
Well, this ball doesn't get too far away from home plate, so that makes the catcher have to make a decision. And he decides to try to force it in there at second base, but he winds up throwing it away.
Here's Chris Davis now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1.
At the plate, the worst case scenario, you've got to be thinking sac fly. A grand slam sure would be nice, but you've got to make sure you at least get that tying run home.
1-0 on the way. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. 2-0, bases loaded. You let him swing here?
Oh, this is a run producer's dream right here. I'd let him go, but only if it's his pitch in his spot.
Here comes the 2-0. Cut fastball is in for a strike, 2-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Let's get those runs home!
From the stretch. On a swing to forget there, it's back even at 2-2.
Oh, and he had a pitch to hit right there, too. He just didn't hit it.
Bases are loaded here, one man out.
Come on!
Here's the 2-2 offering. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
And this has been one of this guy's hallmarks all year long. When he gets into a little bit of hot water, he never loses his cool. And it's why he's on that short list of Cy Young candidates this year. And he comes in with a big strikeout right there.
In is Gerardo Parra as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
That trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside there.
Now Parra awaits the 1-0 pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now the 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the rookie deals on 1 and 2. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error, and they leave the bases loaded. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 2 and the Brewers 1. David Lee will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
David Lee.
First pitch on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now the pitch. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. But chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there. Number 30 will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. First pitch coming. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The 1-0. 2-0 now. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
2 runs, 4 hits. 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Here comes the 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Now the 2-1. This is hit on the ground, but foul. The 2-2 coming. Oh, and he drives one into deep right center. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Number 31 for him on the season. And the Mets open things up here. It's now 4-1.
Boy, the ball is definitely jumping here early. That's the first home run we've seen so far, but it's not the first hard hit ball, and it's looking like it might not be such a good night to be a pitcher.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Into the box, Michael Kadire, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Ball 2 to Kadire. 2 balls and no strikes.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Here's the 2-1 to Kadire. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Here's the 2-2 home. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Here's a ball lined up and over the head of Segura at short. It's on into left center for a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Brian McCann will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First offering on the way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Turn two now, let's go.
The 1-0 now to McCann. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
This is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
A runner at first with no outs here. Here comes the 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Well, in his last start, these ground balls were finding gloves, but baseball, it can be a fickle game sometimes, and the breaks are definitely not going his way this time around.
Now here comes Brewers manager Ron Renicky out of the Milwaukee dugout. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Tyler Thornburg is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the fourth inning. Tom Glavine will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed, as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. First pitch coming. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike one.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
He's ready now. The pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. First and second here with nobody out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. How about that call?
I don't understand. You got 2 on, nobody out. He has to be bunting here.
The right-hander deals on 1-2.
Outside, that's a
Ball 2. None out, runners at first and second. Now the 2-2 pitch. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
You know, when you're facing a guy that throws his fastball in the high 90s, you know you're going to have to cheat a little bit. You've got to get things started a little bit earlier than normal. And what happens then, guy throws you something off speed, you're way more susceptible to chasing balls out of the zone, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
Here's the 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
The 1-1 home. A ball hit hard to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Boy, not only was that pitch bearing in tight on him, but it got there in a hurry. You can see he's barely able to get the bat through the zone, but somehow he manages to steer it into left field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Gary Cox, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Here's a 1-0. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Take sign?
That would be a take sign.
Got to find it here, the 3-0. And this is lifted the other way to left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. So add one more on the sac fly, as that'll make this a 5-1 game.
And at the very least, that's what he's up there hoping to do, and that's hit the ball in the air somewhere. So nice job to pick up that runner from third. Although the other two runners have to stay put now with two away.
Michael Lee will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Now here's the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Boy, I'll tell you what, after seeing 2 errors in the inning, as a pitcher, you pretty much have to go into strikeout mode.
3 runs already home here. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Ready now on 1-1. Outside 2-1.
A 2-out hit here would be nice, but a 2-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he misses again, ball 3.
Now 3-1, you can afford to look middle in and really turn on something if you get it.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Here he comes on 3-1. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Brewers 1. Neftali Soto will stand in. A line-out victim his first time.
Third baseman, Neftali Soto.
First pitch to him. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Now here it comes. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
When a guy like this on the mound has got you down 0-2, that's a tough hole to climb out of.
Here's the pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he's got that strikeout pitch working now. That's 3 in a row for him as there's 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if they take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Martin Maldonado will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
Now here's the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
Pitch on the way. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
The 1-2 with 1 away. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
2-2 pitch on the way. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
And remember now, he finished off the previous inning with back-to-back strikeouts. And now he started this inning with 2 more. So he's really got it working out there now.
Ryan Braun will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 8, Ryan Braun.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Braun awaiting the 1-0. Couldn't get his hands through there, and it's 1-1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. Here's the 1-1. And Braun's able to resist. The count moves in his favor. 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And it ain't coming back. This ball is gone. It comes off the bench and promptly sends it right out of here. Ryan Braun with the solo home run. Number 22 on the year, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Talk about a feast or famine inning. How about this sequence? Strikeout, strikeout, home run. You can never take anything for granted in this game.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or two to get himself together over in the dugout.
Here's the 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0. The 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Oh, yeah.
The 3-0. In there, 3-1. On the way. And, might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
The shortstop, number 9, Gene Segura.
Gene Segura will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Now the first pitch took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Comes set, now the pitch. And there he goes towards second. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. From the belt, the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Here comes the 1-2. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. Cox will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Brewers do pick up a run on the Ryan Braun homer. We played 4. It's the Mets 5 and the Brewers 2. Will Smith is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Number 3 will dig in, 0 for 2 in the ballgame.
Third baseman, number 3.
Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Whoa, there's that calling card right there. First pitch up and in right out of the bullpen. Wake up, everybody.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
1-1 on the way. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. There's the lefty's offering on 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Here he comes on 2-2. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
David Lee will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both the lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there, or he'll take advantage.
That misses. 2-0. Hitters count 2-0. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now.
Whew, that's a gift.
Ready on 2-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. There to take it is Parra, and that's the first out.
The batter, number 30.
Number 30 will step in now. 2 for 2, including a home run thus far. Now the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
He's set, now the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2. Has a look, now the pitch. Here's a hard hit ball ripped down the first base line. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Tried to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1 and 2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
He's set, now the pitch. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2 and 2.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2 and 2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. 3 and 2 now.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3 and 2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
The 3-2 pitch. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
That is just a great at-bat right there. Anytime you go from down 0-2 in the count to working out a walk, well, let me tell you, that ain't easy to do. And that's all about having a really good feel for the strike zone.
Michael Kadire will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. First pitch coming. And a double steal try here. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not nearly in time, and it's a double steal.
If you think about it, this is the perfect time to call for this. You know, your pitcher out there is having a hard time throwing strikes. And he's not going to be as focused as he should be on the base runners, and they take advantage. That's a great call from the dugout.
Pause, now the pitch. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
One pitch on the way. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1 and 2 now. 5 runs, 9 hits. 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. The 1-2 to Kadire. And this is going to be a foul ball. A big pitch here, 1 and 2. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. Throw to first will take care of him. Scored it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike 3, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And now you've got a base open here with the pitcher on deck. Is this a workaround situation?
I think absolutely. With 2 outs here, no sense in giving this guy anything to hit if you can pitch to the pitcher instead.
The 1-0 pitch. This is hit sharply to the left side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as well. And with that, this one opens up a bit. It's now a 5-run ball game.
And he continues to be a big part of their attack. With 2 more RBIs on the play, that gives him 3 for the ball game, and they push that lead out a little wider.
Tom Glavine will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Here's the first offering. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. Here comes the 1-0. Right back with a fastball, and that evens the count at 1-1. Two out with the man at first. The 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
When you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is keep falling behind guys.
The 2-1. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. Davis is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 7 and the Brewers 2. Carlos Gomez will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point.
Center fielder, Carlos Gomez.
Now here's the first pitch. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Now the pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now the pitch. Now here's a ball popped up. This behind the plate for McCann. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. Now, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Chris Carter will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. And here's the first pitch.
Here we go.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
And the pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Up high, 2-1 now. One out, nobody on. The 2-1 home. This is a hard hit ball back up the middle, and he's going to have his second hit tonight as it's into center field for a base hit.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a 1-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. That'll spell disaster.
Chris Davis will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. Swing and a hard hit grounder down the line. This is foul for the first strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. From the stretch. Good power curveball there, and he's in control 0-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
In is Gerardo Parra, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
He's ready now. The pitch. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
From the belt, the pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. A runner on first with 2 away. Here comes a 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Here comes a 2-2. And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Here's the payoff pitch. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Three and two, here it is. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Full count offering on its way. Opposite field to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
They continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on first and second now. But, as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
Neftali Soto. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. First pitch on the way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. He's ready. Now the pitch. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. He's set. Now the pitch. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Brewers strand a couple. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Neil Kotz is on his way into the ball game now, as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. Daniel Murphy will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. 1-0 home. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Two tough sliders there back to back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
Now the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Here comes the 3-0. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. That's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
Gary Cox will step in, 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch coming. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret you got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Low with a fastball here, in the dirt even. It's ball 1. The 1-1. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Nobody out, runner on first. Here he comes on 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for strike 2. Here's the 2-2 offering. A ball hit hard to the left side. And, oh, he can't knock this one down as it zips right by him into left.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Michael Lee will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Stop him right here! Get the bat out!
Now here's the first pitch. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. There's a fastball for a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. First and second here with nobody out.
There you go.
Here's the 1-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Here's the 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
That's a good idea, 1-2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
The 2-2 coming. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the payoff pitch home. Taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. Parra has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
Now batting, number 3.
Joaquin Soria will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Number 3 will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. First pitch to him. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. One 0 on the way. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Maybe trouble now. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
And that had all the looks of a guy who was going to take a giant hack. 2-0, no matter where that pitch was. EK, I know you never did that.
No, not me. Maybe once or twice.
Ready with the 2-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Here's the 2-2 home. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Three, 2, here it comes. Swing and a line drive to left. That's in there, base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
You know, sometimes you just give up. You get to the point after so many pitches that you don't want to walk them, so you end up throwing him a fastball right down the middle. But any guy with a bat in his hands can be dangerous in that spot, so he wins the battle.
David Lee will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Don't give up the run.
Here's the first pitch to him. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Don't let him score, man.
The next pitch. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a high chopper. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
When you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. I mean, you're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what's happening right here. Things are going from bad to worse now.
Number 30 will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point.
Let's run a 5-4-3 here.
First offering on the way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
And you know, down there at third base, he absolutely wants another shot at a ground ball. Something to try and make up for that error.
Let's get the easy 2 now. Let's go.
He waits. Now the pitch. Fouled back. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. pause. Now the pitch. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Gomez has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. On the throw from Gomez is there. He's out at the plate. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Mets 8 and the Brewers 2. Martin Maldonado will stride in as he'll be tasked with starting out things in the Brewers half of the 6th. Now the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. The pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
All right, take the count.
Look into McCann, the 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
1-2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. Well, that sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Aramis Ramirez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And this is hit well towards the hole. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And he continues to hit the ball well, as that'll push his hitting streak up to 7 games now. Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one.
Your attention, please. Now
So we'll have a new pitcher coming on now as the hard thrower Grant Balfour gets the assignment. Scooter Gennett will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. Here's the first offering. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Come on, let's get a hit.
Has a look, now the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Runners on first with 1 down.
Need a base hit here.
Here it comes, 2-1. And now on 2-1, this ball sent in the air out to straightaway left. And this will be handled by Kadire, and that's out number 2.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
Gene Segura standing in. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. Number 30 is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Milwaukee leaves one, still 8-2. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Jim Henderson will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Michael Kadire will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. That tails back over, strike one. Now here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Pitch on the way. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you've got to be ready to try and turn on something.
Now here's the pitch. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Here's the pitch. Fouled back. Now another 2-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
Well, you could see his mindset at the plate. He's thinking, I got to get out in front here, try to pull something. Didn't really get a good pitch to do that, though. So he's going to have to go grab a seat.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. Now here's the pitch. Out to short for Segura. On to first, and McCann is retired here for route number 2.
And right here, if the defense is playing straight up, you figure this has a good chance to get up the middle. But you can see the shortstop lining up just to the right of second base, so the shift works to a T, and they get the 6-3 putout.
Matt Carpenter will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Matt Carpenter.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get one at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
2 out, nobody on.
Rod, get your blood here.
Now the pitch. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Now the pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
Now the 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Now another 1-2. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Here's another 1-2. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
And when you're coming off the bench, the rule is get on base any way you can. And the last time I checked, an infield single meets those requirements. It's not pretty, but he'll take it.
Daniel Murphy will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. First pitch coming. And a fastball's in there for strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. 2 out with the man at first. Comes set. Now the pitch. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Now the 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. A 2-1 offering. And he missed again, high and away this time, 3-1. Gary Cox would be next if they can keep this inning alive. A runner on first with 2 away. Now the 3-1. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Davis is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. Jay Lee will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Lee.
Carlos Gomez will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Center fielder, Carlos Gomez.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. 1-0. And Gomez not biting on that one either. It's 2-0 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Here's the 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Nipped the corner, 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Come on.
Here now the 2-2. On the ground down the first base line, and he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Boy, just so late on that fastball, and you're not too surprised about that when you're facing a reliever that throws as hard as this guy does. And it's an easy play at first to take it himself for the out.
Here's Chris Carter now, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. Now the 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody going to touch him.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Swing and a liner toward right center. And this is into the gap for his third hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. Carter will head for second. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
And this is a welcome sight for these guys. It's just the second extra base hit they've had tonight. And it comes at a time when they really need to start stringing some base hits together.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Comes set, now the pitch. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
From the belt, the pitch, and a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
And even on 1-2 now, you got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Now the rookie deals on 1-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Boy. And in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
In is Gerardo Parra. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. He's ready. Now the pitch. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Look into McCann, the 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
No reason not to go for broke now. What do you got to lose?
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now the 2-2 pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Another try at 2-2. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Gary Cox will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Center fielder, Gary Cox.
Now the first pitch. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. One 1-0 pitch now. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. 2-1. 3-1. Here comes the 3-1. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right.
Come on, bring on the team.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out. Moving closer towards our conclusion now. 8-2 the count in this one, as our line score will give you a look at how we got to this point in the contest. Michael Lee will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now here's the first pitch. Line to left. Closing quickly here as he slides to make the catch. And that's a fine play.
Very nicely done right there. This ball is hit hard, and I thought he might just play it safe and take it on the hop. But he goes into the slide and just does get the web of the glove underneath the baseball to make that play.
Standing in now, number 3. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
Back. Get back there.
1-0 on the way. Look out, 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Gave him the green light, but he swings through it for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. The 3-1 coming. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
And when he's missing, he's not missing by much. That one might have been just a hair low, but as a hitter on 3-1, you have the luxury of making a pitcher bring something up.
David Lee will stand in one more time, and fortunately for him, he'll get a 5th chance here to extend that hitting streak.
Yeah, he hasn't had the same success the rest of the guys have, but that could all change with one swing.
Get the soda here.
And here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Put him away right here.
The 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
When you're down by 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Two out with the man at first. 2-0 on the way. Now the 2-0 is bounced toward the hole and into left field. He's got a base hit.
Don't give out.
Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak. Number 30 will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. First pitch coming. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 2 left for the Mets, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. Neftali Soto will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Neftali Soto.
Here's the first offering. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And now a pitch on the way. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ready now on 1-1. The slider up into the 90s there. It's 1-2. The right-hander deals on 1-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Into the box now, Martin Maldonado, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. And the pitch. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jim Henderson.
Adam Lind will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 24, Adam Lind.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
The pitch. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1 on the way. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Here comes the 2-1. Goes the other way as this is lined to left. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Man, I'll tell you, you talk about veteran leadership and showing youngsters how to approach each and every at-bat at the major league level. Well, just show him the tape of this swing. If he tries to pull this pitch, it's either a 4-hopper or an easy fly ball. Instead, he knows just to basically throw his hands at this thing, and he's able to drive it the other way for a double.
Scooter Gennett is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Well, you see there on the graphic, a good job there to pick up his 16th double of the year. He's set, now the pitch. And this is fouled straight back. 2 out here and a runner at second. He waits. Now the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Jonathan Broxton will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Michael Kadire will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Fielder number 23, Michael Kadire.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way. All over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now.
He's having a little trouble finding the strike zone here to start off the inning. And it's a long road back from 3-0.
Here he comes on 3-0. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4. And they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
The catcher, number 36, Brian McCann.
Brian McCann will step in. A ground out victim as last time. First pitch coming. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1 on to first, and McCann hits into the double play.
Yeah, that's 4 straight pitches out of the zone that got him into trouble, but it only takes him 1 more pitch to get out of it. And they erased that leadoff walk here with a very well-turned double play.
David Wright will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
He's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
2 out, nobody on. Here it comes. This ball will be chopped foul. Now here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Swing, and he pops him up behind the bag at second. And Jeanette will make the catch, and that'll be that. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. But no matter, they lead it 8-2. Number 34 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 34.
Gene Segura will try and erase his 0 for 4 in the ballgame.
The shortstop, Gene Segura.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. The 2-0. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Ready on 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Full count pitch on its way. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Definitely not a guy you want to lose here. Now, you've got something else to worry about besides your command.
Carlos Gomez will stride in, grounded out his last time through. First pitch on the way. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
And here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So, on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Here's the 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
This is what you got to do up at the plate. You've got to wait him out. If you can lay off all of the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get yourself a fastball.
Two-0 count. The pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Now the 2-1. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Two-two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
Here's Chris Carter now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. He's ready now. The pitch. One good fastball deserves another as he jumps ahead 0-2 now.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Pause. Now the pitch. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2. Runners on first with 1 down. The 1-2. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. He'll try again. 1-2. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Well, that's how you neutralize a leadoff walk. Settles down, gets his focus back, and delivers back-to-back strikeouts.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Good swing there, but this is fouled off to the right side. Davis waits on the 1-1. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Here comes a 1-2. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away for the final out, and the Mets have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Well, another great victory for these guys on the road. They've come in and taken the first 2 ball games here, so they're guaranteed of no less than a split in this 4-game series.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top, 8-2. Good night from Milwaukee.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 8 runs on 14 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. For the Brewers, 2 runs on 11 hits, 3 errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game MCTS bus service is available on Route 90, running downtown along Wisconsin Avenue, as well as trolley service on the Lake Route, also along Wisconsin Avenue.